Hello, Nomads, and welcome to episode 150 of the show. I mean, that's a milestone. It's just a beautiful number to say. So, very excited to have this. I don't know, milestone. But today we wanted to focus on a topic, not talk about a game or movie. Make this a little special.
Yeah.
So I think this is gonna be really fun. But I'm not alone. I'm here with Eric.
Hello, fellow gamer dads.
And Dave.
Play is the highest form of research. A quote from the great Albert Einstein, a known gamer.
I feel like you've said that on the show before. That sounds familiar, but it's a good quote.
I would know.
It's a good quote.
It is.
Yeah. And two moms. I know there's some mom games out there.
Yeah.
Mom gamers are the best.
But yeah, so this is fun. I also want to shout out to Jace. You kind of kicked off this idea to me about how during our catch-up episodes, we will hit on some games that we recommend. Hey, this is a cool game I play with my kid, blah, blah, blah. And you said, hey, you might want to make an episode about more of those games because he's always asking me for ideas. And so we have a little list here. Basically, think of this episode as games that you can play with your kids. So not just games that here go play with your sibling or your friends or your whatever. This is games that if you are a gaming parent and your kid is gaming, but you can't meet because you don't want to play Roblox or Minecraft. They don't want to play Super Mario, whatever, right? Here's a list of games that you probably don't know or maybe you've heard of, but you don't know if they're for you. So we're going to kind of break them down and kind of round robin style.
Some for all sorts of uses for parents, like more than just playing. Like I've got a list of games here that I use to put my children to sleep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Which is, and especially, you get to play games and they get to take a nap. Like, some of those are very handy if your child is of a certain age.
A lot of mine
games. Thank you.
A lot of mine are also, my son is a little bit younger than your guys. He's 5 right now. So a lot of the
good gamer age.
Yeah, a lot of the ones that I'm gonna list are ones that I've tried to use to help him get more into gaming and just get him more familiar with the controls and how to control characters, cameras, all that stuff. So yeah, I think there'll be a good variety of games that we'll bring here for all ages, all skill levels. And if you just want to introduce your kids into games and you don't quite know where to start, so
I gave you guys a list. I don't have any Nintendo games on there. I feel like that goes without saying.
I
feel like that goes without saying. Like,
yeah.
Nintendo
bread and butter.
So I hope we don't spend too much time on those because I think that's like obvious, right? But if there's something special that I think you want to shout out,
I got a good one.
They have the reputation of being very good because they have like assist mode in it or whatever. But that doesn't do anything good if you have a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Yeah, some families just go Nintendo. It all depends on what system you start with. Like
that's true too.
If you're an Xbox family, like a lot of these Xbox Game Pass ones are going to come in super handy. Or some families are just Switch families because it's got that family friendliness to everything they put out. So
yep.
Well, we have a list. I have a long list. Let's get into it. So, Eric, why don't you actually start us off?
Sure.
Eric has 2 kids. Both are young, a boy and a girl. But William is definitely at the age where he's starting to play games. What have you had? Like, what's your first pick here?
Yeah. I mean, top of mind, especially since we were talking about Nintendo, and something that he's been very, very into lately, and like, we've played it together before, but he's getting more independent with it, and it's a cool dynamic. But it's been Super Mario Maker 2, on the Nintendo Switch. So he's the type of kid who loves building stuff. He loves Legos. He loves construction vehicles, all that stuff. So he loves making stuff. He loves building stuff. So Super Mario Maker 2 is like the perfect melding of that in a video game. Because you got this whole tool set that you can pick from. You can make basically anything you want. And like I can see, it's cool because I can see the progression of him getting better and better at making these levels. And then, like, at first it started out like, okay, we have infinite Mario levels that we can play. So I would just show him some cool levels here and there, like, oh, play through them. And he thought it was cool. I would have him try to play, and he thought that was fun too. But we started getting more into the building side of things.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that
So
dynamic
dangerous.
of like, okay, he goes off, builds a level, then's like, hey, Dad, check this out, play my level. That's just been so fun lately because like like I said, his levels started out like super simple, you know, couple blocks, the flag's like right next to the fucking start, you know, you jump on a Goomba or something and you win. But like he's getting very, I mean, I wouldn't say very good, but he's getting I could see the improvement of his level
You're gonna
building.
start getting devious. He's gonna start putting hidden blocks
He's
places.
been experimenting with that stuff.
Stacks of Bowsers, one on top of each other. Just
He had
making walls.
He had one where like, you know how you can get like the hammer power up to break the blocks. So he put like a block wall, and the goal was you had to get like all 50 coins in the level, and they were hidden behind this brick wall. And the power up for the hammer, which is the only way you could get the coins, was in a hidden block that you had to find. So that was So he's getting more creative with that stuff.
Thinking mind.
And yeah, it's really cool to see how his mind works when he's creating these levels. And I love when he comes up to me and is like, "Hey, Dad, I just made this new level," and he makes them in like 10 minutes. I'm like, "Dude, how'd you make this so fast?" So yeah, it's been fun.
I remember my kid when he got into the first Super Mario Maker. It was tons of playing with the sound effects over and over and over again until it kind of makes you want to go a little bit insane. But
the handheld mode is essential for that game because like you could just use the touchscreen, just drag and drop everything.
Yes.
You know, like it's a lot harder when you put it on the TV and try to do it with the controller. But if you just have it in handheld mode and you're just dragging and dropping stuff, like super easy to build levels and put them together quickly. But yeah, that's been a fun one we've been going back and forth on lately.
Any of those, 1 or 2, are really good. I've never played 2.
Yep, 2 is really good. But
I feel like that's a game that's like good for any age too. Like honestly,
absolutely.
like it's not about them like you beating their level. It's them creating.
Yes, that's the funnest part.
5-year-old's going to make something cool, and the 10-year-old's going to make something cool, and they're going to be, yeah, it's great. It's a great little interactive art that you can get out of with your kid, and the touchscreen makes a lot of sense.
And like, you know, they're like I said, if they want to get more into the playing side of things, like playing the Mario levels, there's literally unlimited Mario levels for you to go in and play that other people have made. So that's also a really cool thing.
Till they shut down the servers. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I know, it's sad.
Oh, really?
They shut down the first Mario Maker.
First one, they did.
So we'll see.
Really?
Hopefully, Mario Maker 2 has a long enough tail on it, and I hope that they let you like. Because I think in the first one they let you download levels, like other people's levels. So hopefully they'll let you do the same thing there. But for now, get in while you can, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be is it a 2-player game though? Like, is that something you can play with your kids?
I don't think it's actually co-op, but like this one is like a pass the controller back and forth type deal. Like I have a couple of these that are like single player, but you can like pass the controller back and forth.
You encourage that like
yes.
a parent and a child should be sitting down and
they can share this experience because the experience of him building the level and then him having me play it and seeing him happy that I'm playing through his level and helping him build it like that. Yeah, that's a super
He's
fun
hoping
experience.
to God that you die. Like, I just want to fucking. You ain't getting through my level.
Yeah.
He'll get there. Yeah.
All right, nice. I got one.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Toss it out.
Have I talked about Boomerang Fu in this?
You mentioned it, I think, on a catch up a while ago. Yeah.
Okay, that one's really good. If I think they're done with their DLC, which is just characters and levels and stuff like that.
4-player party game, right?
4-player party game. Yes.
Everybody's running around on the screen at the same time, chucking boomerangs at each other.
Simple controls, but it can be hectic. But I think it's a very balanced game, and I think it's I like that it's simple controls. I think you move your character and you can shoot, and that's it. So it's like a one button kind of game.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's nice because games like this I like because they're cheap, very simple. The kid you can get in, you drop in, drop out kind of gameplay, right? But I like that you can be on their team together. It's like, hey, we're team red, and we're going to go against the computer, which is team blue, and you can adjust the settings, and you can add robots to join you or go against you, or bots, whatever. I like games that give you customization. So to me, like that is just like I think it's rewarding because you can play it at your level, and then you can increase the difficulty. In games like that, you for like $10, I don't know, you get so much out of it for something so cheap, you know? So I'm big on finding indie games that are cheap
Yeah.
and give me a lot of options so that like the gameplay might be simple, but we can like adjust settings to get more out of it. And I just think that that game is a great example of like maybe 6, 5 maybe, depending on how good your kid is, but maybe 6 years old because it is kind of quick. 6 to like 10, they will love Boomerang
Like that
Food, and I
one,
think it's on everything.
I bundle that one in with Ultra Food Mess because that's kind of the
Oh, yeah.
party game where everybody's playing on the screen at the same time, and they're I mean, it's super like there's a charge button and maybe a throw button, and that's it, I think. But that one's uh fairly simple. I mean, they've only got like 10 different modes or whatever that you run around, and just party games in general I think work really well because you can always have siblings jump in even
Yeah.
if they don't know how to play. They can still hold onto a controller and get maybe get a lucky win here or there.
Speaking of
And
party
Yeah, Ultra Food
games,
Mess is
yeah.
1 and 2, and they're both cheap. I mean, I think full price, they
Oh
might
yeah.
be $4. I think that just
Yeah.
is I think it's
Piece of
so
crap
simple too
piece of
because
plastic from
you don't
Target your
even use
kid's
a
gonna
button
get
in
bored
that, you
of
just
way quicker than that.
yeah. In that game, you don't even have to hit a button. I think you just move your character around, kind of
Mhm.
like Vampire Survivors. They added a multiplayer to that. It's just
oh
like
yeah,
let's just survive as long as we can
That one was
together.
on my list too
oh,
because it's just
super
one
simple
stick. That's
controls.
it.
Yeah,
Stick
Like
with me,
anybody
kid.
can play.
Like,
Like a
anybody can
4-year-old can play.
understand that. Yeah,
Just follow daddy. All right, you're just oh look at you. Your character they automatically attack, so it's just like walking
just
around. It's
move.
mhm.
Yep, that's it. That's all you have to do.
You get
yeah, and
bite-sized
that's like a
pieces.
great way to like
It's
show kids like games that are. Don't worry about the buttons. Let's just move around the screen. Let's
huh.
just how to when things go and you panic and you got to get out of the way. You know to like push up and your character goes up, or you push right and your character, like you take it for granted because like we grew up with the technology for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Especially Dave and I, like when we were young, we had controllers with one button and a joystick, and there was two buttons and a select and start, you know.
We were just
But
saying
we grew
yesterday,
up, we
like,
grew up with the technology as it came out. We aged with it. The
huh.
kids are now just born into this world of so many games.
Well, like
So it's just
we were talking yesterday because they released like vintage old games on Xbox or whatever, and me and Brandon were having like
yeah,
flashbacks while we were playing like old. They
yeah.
have
You're like
DOS
it felt
games
like
on
doing
like
drugs,
Xbox
man.
console now,
oh
It's
wow.
so nostalgic.
but like I was kind of tripping a little bit because like some of those games, like I'm realizing like that's how I learned to type, like as a kid growing up, like
Yeah.
having to type into Sierra games and shit like that. I don't probably don't not really poignant for kids
Not a
nowadays.
kids
They're not
game.
really they're not just pointing and clicking now, but I don't know. There's more to it. I got a good one. I got a good utility game that can be used for dads of all ages. It is a beautiful game called Stardew Valley.
Oh
Stardew Valley,
yes,
great pick. Yeah.
One that I've used when my kids were, 2, 3, 4, because it's got awesome music that kind of is very chill,
Yep.
which
it's great
is
music.
great for, have your lunch. Maybe let's go sit on the couch with dad and you can take a nap and dad can play some Stardew. Uh, it's fairly simple. It's got, friendly pixel graphics to it. For
Yeah, it
those
looks
that
like it's
don't
from
know,
the
it's like a
NES.
farming simulator. Yes, like
Yeah.
a Super Nintendo age graphics. But then as they get older, they've added multiplayer to it,
Yep.
so you can actually give your kids. And there's it's nice because, like Brandon said, like you can learn, up goes up, down goes down. But this, it's like so chill that they can do it at
There's
their
no
own
monsters.
pace.
Right. There's no pressure. There's no like
No.
time limit. It's just chill.
They can go talk to people. You can give this guy a gift. You can go plant your. You got to have a lot of patience for kids building aesthetics because they will just fucking put shit everywhere, and it looks like a bomb went off on
yeah,
your
You gotta
car.
plant this in a
order, and
straight
then they just-
line. Get your shit together.
No.
Why is there a door in the middle of all the carrots that we just planted? I can't get the
No, you're using the shovel. You're digging up my fucking cauliflower.
But Dave, that is a great pick. Not just because it's easy for your kid to play, but for you to get out of it. This is what I love about it. It's genius. The game is so simple. Just go around, break rocks, plant stuff, talk to characters in town, whatever,
Yeah.
right? It's great for the kid. There's a legit fun story with RPG, not RPG, but like there's an adventure with all the characters and unlocking. So it's like almost like old school Zelda, where like, oh, I can't get to the area yet, but if I do a quest, I can get.
It gives them something to work towards. Like if they want to get involved in the game, they can push in that direction. Or if they want to go fuck around and cut down trees, fucking knock yourself out.
Right.
Clear that area.
They can just play farming simulator, but you can be playing like a farming simulator / little adventure game.
You head to the
so-
caverns, you get your little
there's
bit
so
of
many
adventure
different
fix.
things you
Maybe
can
your
do in
kid
that
just
game.
stays back and waters the crops for a day. I don't know.
Go fishing.
But
I love a fishing mini game.
I mean, yeah, because once they get old enough to start playing, you can transition them from the napping phase into the you can play with me phase.
Yeah, that's a
a
good
fun
game
one.
for any age. Honestly, like you said, little ones could just be like walking around the screen and just whatever. They're not running anything.
Yeah. And that's,
You
I
know.
mean, literally on every platform, and it's probably under $20. I'm guessing probably $15, $20. I would think.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So-
And / a couples game. I would just say bonus point
Absolutely.
right there.
Yeah.
It's a
I
great
played
couples game
for sure.
because
with
they
my
both
wife.
can equally play.
For a while.
Yeah.
It's especially for kids just starting playing, and for spouses that are not very adept in playing video games either. It's a very good place to start and very fun.
It's nice. I was just saying, even in the multiplayer, the farm that you get has like 4 separate houses, so everybody gets their own little house that they can hang out in. And
Yeah, it's great.
it's a nice little spot. So that's what for me. Who's up next?
I got
Back there.
I got another good one. If we want to go into the realm of this is still co-op, but kids themed GTA likes. So there's actually quite a few of these.
Kid themed GTA likes. Okay.
So have you
Like
guys
open
world fucking around? So like, have you guys played Lego City Undercover before?
I think I may have a little bit on that one.
So
all the
Nate
Legos
told me to
like
get that
blend
one.
into my
yes, it's
blend
great.
into my
fun.
head at some point.
So it's co-op.
Can we just say Lego games in general?
Lego
They're
games in
all good.
general.
Even if you've never played or seen the thing that it's based on, it's still good, man.
This
all
There's
good.
probably something that you want to play Lego. That's Lego at this
Right.
point.
It depends. Like there's so many
many.
different themes. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, whatever. But Lego City Undercover was perfect for my kid, anyways, because essentially you can.
Real cars.
It's very. I mean, it's like an open world, like I said, GTA. You can go around, do whatever you want, fucking hop in any car, and everything's Lego. So whenever you smash into something, it breaks apart into Lego bricks.
Yeah.
Super fun. So you can go around and do that stuff, but you can also do the story missions together, co-op.
It's fun.
Fully co-op.
Like a cop
and it's fun.
thing or whatever.
Yeah. It's like like a cop drama type deal. It's like
Go to the station. There's guys working out in
definitely
the locker room. It's great. There's
a parody on
sergeant.
like GTA, because or like the other side. I guess you usually play the criminal in GTA, but you play in the cop in this game.
Yep.
So like it's very fun, very cool, charming story, and like there's like it's fully voice acted too. So that's all fun, and like the jokes, some of them land, most of them land, some of them whatever. It's a kids game, but I think it's a great game to play together if you want to, like I said, if you want to just mess around in this huge open world city. Basically do whatever you want GTA style, or if you want to go through the story together, I think that's a really good pick. And like the controls, again, super simple. And even if they're not that great at controlling the character, you can basically do everything. And it does the thing where like if you get too far ahead, it'll just warp them to you. You know, it doesn't
That's nice.
hold you back where like, you know, they have to make sure that they're following you at all times. Like if you just want to go ahead on the mission and they're getting stuck on some geometry or something, it'll end up
Yeah.
warping them to you.
Yeah.
Or they're
I
just
played a
punching
good
people
chunk
in
of
the
it.
streets. Who knows? They can be
No.
doing anything.
But yeah, we played through that whole game and it was awesome. And then after we were done with the story, he still wanted to just play around in that world. So that was a good one. And another, I guess, in this same vein, I mentioned it before on like a catch up, I think, but a game called Wobbly Life. This one isn't.
Wobbly Life. This one sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's another like open world. Like you're in a city, you can essentially do whatever you want, hop into cars, but you can also do like jobs. So you can take on like, I don't know, go to the dump and be a garbage man for a day, go around the city picking up trash in a garbage truck, or go to like a construction site and work like a crane or something.
Okay.
Like it's very cartoony.
Huh, that's cool.
Very fun. And there's like a ragdoll button, so you can pick each other up and drag each other around, kind of like Gang Beasts. It's that style of graphics. So
I
like,
see.
yeah, it's a good time. Very, just again, another sandboxy game that kids can just go around and be creative in. And I feel like that's the kind of games that I gravitate more towards with my
right,
kids.
and that one's
just
good because
creativity.
the other Lego games are kind of like you're doing the level.
It's more
you're
linear.
doing the mission.
Yep.
Yeah, which that one is cool. It's like definitely open. Just go.
Just fuck around in this huge city. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto for kids.
Yep.
Reversed. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Good games.
All right. I'll go next. I really highly recommend the game I'm going to recommend. It's called Death Squared.
I've seen this one before.
Squared.
But I don't think I've ever played it.
Yeah, I really recommend this game. All my
Sounds like
recommendations.
I've
This is
seen-
the one I hope everybody tries.
Well,
Death
tell me what
Squared
it is.
it's a puzzle game. You can play it by yourself. You can play it with 2 players. You can play it with 3 players. You can play it with 4 players. And it's really cool that they can customize it like that. But you're doing your squares. And there's nothing you can do except move. You're on a 3D platform. So you and your child are like, let's say you're the blue block and they're the yellow block. The blue block has to get to the blue button and the yellow block has to get to the yellow button. Great. So at first you start on a platform and you walk over and you go and you touch it and then they great. Then they go to the next one and now there's like
children's
another
portal.
button where like it might move
Yeah,
you
right.
from one to the other, or like something might like push somebody off, or there's like lasers, and so it gets harder and harder.
Like portal tests.
It's like Portal. Yeah, kind of like
Portal
Portal,
for
like
kids.
Like the increased. Yeah, I'm looking at like pictures of it. It looks like a cool like top downish puzzle game.
yeah, it's so fun, and my kids really reacted strongly to that one, and I like them playing that game because they're problem solving the whole time, but it's also exploding blocks, robot blocks. You know, like when they die because like they got hit by the laser. But it's not violent. It's super chill. Any age can do it. You can talk
I was
your
gonna
kids
say,
through it. Like, hey,
what's the age
they can
group
figure
you
it out
would
themselves.
recommend for this? Like, how hard do
I've-
these puzzles get?
I mean, you'll probably trail off if your kid can't go too far,
Okay.
but you're still gonna get a good chunk of
You can
those
still
levels
tell them what
done.
to do.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I mean,
We just
you know,
work,
get over there.
and
Get
just-
on that button.
Right, work together to
Trial
solve
and error
it.
is the thing. It's just
Yeah.
like you're teaching them trial and error. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, buddy. Go to that thing there, and then I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna go up the lift. I might land on you, and then you walk over to. Oh, we got pushed off. All right, let's try it. All right, my guy will go, and then there's all these conditions, and it's a lot of trial and error, and it's like I think that's good because
Yeah, definitely.
teaching kids problem solving, trial and error, do it just to figure out what happens and do another thing and iterate it, you're right? And like that's how the brain works. So I don't know, I feel smart when we play it. I feel like it's a rewarding game. It's got a little charm where like as you play there's 2 scientists who are supposed to be like talking while like, oh well, like the robots seem really lively today, and like
It's Portal. They're
They don't
testing
talk
you.
about just in the beginning of each level they'll say something like that. but it's fun.
All right. Well,
Very
this
charming
game is on sale on the Switch right now for $1.99.
God
Like,
Well,
damn.
there you go.
if you don't,
That's
God
a
if you
damn.
can't
That
spare
good
is a
that,
endorsement right there.
Switch
Yeah.
you can't even get a
game.
Whopper Junior for more less than
No,
that.
they're like $5 now, dude. They're $8 or something like that. They're yeah.
Is it so
Yeah.
like when you
Boom,
fail, is
done.
it like
That's all.
instant restart type deal?
Instant.
Okay, great. It's
Right
gotta
there,
be.
reset.
Yeah.
There's no loading. Yeah, good question. Yeah, you fall off, start up. You're just
Yeah,
it's
that's great. I
instant.
love that. Yep.
There's no replay and watch, or there's no slow mo or load nothing. No swipes. They literally just instant restart. And yeah, which thank God, because like a little kid's gonna be like
Right.
and just
Yep. Yeah,
like
especially little
restart.
puzzle box games like that, they have to be like
Yeah,
super quick where it's like, okay, try again, So, yeah, I'm glad.
yeah. Your
I'd
oldest,
be
you probably
interested
could get
in trying this one.
a dozen done before he probably trails off and might be too hard for him or
I
not.
mean,
He might like it.
$2 is worth it no matter how far we get, So,
Right.
Yeah.
And again, another couples game. It's also a game if friends are over and you're just like talking and chatting and stuff like that, and you're just like drinking
how does
and
one more
kicking.
question? How does it change? How does the gameplay change when you start adding more players, like 4 players?
Well, it's like each time you have a robot, there's a color button you have to get to.
Okay.
So they'll have levels for more than one like I haven't played by myself in a long time, so
Okay.
Yeah, because the laser, like there's big lasers you couldn't block. It has to be
my
player specific.
Yeah, my 6-year-old this winter, he got into it so much so that he really wanted to play 4 players, but we're all like doing whatever. So he would turn all 4 controllers on and he would do one at a time.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm like, buddy, I love. At first I thought it was sad, but I'm like, he's not bothered that he's playing by himself. He wants
He's
to play
like
the
trying to
4 player
challenge
mode.
He's
himself.
solving this fucking
Yeah.
He's
puzzle.
moving
Yeah.
one at a time, and I'm like, he's
impressive.
using so much. Yeah. So again, I just think that of all games, I would say Death Squared is $2.
$2, yeah.
You should just own it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sale ends in 5 hours though. So
Sorry if you're listening to
I'd
this.
get on
Sale
that
often,
one.
I got it on sale.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's like one of the I don't know.
A game like
It'll
that,
be on
just
Steam
buy it full
and
price
just spending.
for what's the full price? 10?
Probably 15, 10, 15.
Okay, still.
Okay.
Yeah.
To an indie game developer, I mean, yeah. So
Cool. All right. I got one that's kind of, I guess, a genre. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of these games out there, but the beat 'em ups. Let's talk beat 'em ups for a little bit. Once that kid can get a controller in their hand, they're done napping, and they just want to slam on some buttons and punch some dudes in the face. Castle Crashers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, those games. Me and Luke
what do
is
you
a
mean,
little
like
old.
Shredder's Revenge?
Yes. Oh, I mean, yeah. You can play the old ones if you can remember the Konami code to get
Right.
that in. But
Play the
usually,
NES version.
yeah, you gotta make sure that you can adjust the difficulty, like the old Tower of Doom games. But even as Luke's like 8 now, and we're playing River City Ransom,
Oh,
and that
nice.
one's a little tougher.
Love that game. One of my favorite NES
So
games
fun.
of all time.
Yeah, it's great.
Love
So
it.
fun. It's got a little bit of RPG tucked in there too, but like Castle
Yeah,
Crashers is kind of the one that kind of started with the kids. It gets, as long as you're not like under leveled for the levels, or you can be super over leveled and kind of carry them through. But
Castle Crasher is great because it's a 4-player. What's that genre called?
beat 'em up,
Beat 'em up, right? Yeah, beat 'em
side
up.
scroller, beat 'em up.
Yeah, with like your character, you can upgrade your character the way you want him. I think, or you can pick the character.
You pick the
specifically
character
that have
now,
their
but
abilities.
like Definitive Vision has like 6 guys to start maybe, and then every time you beat the game, you unlock new characters or stuff like that. So
Right, but it's even though the gameplay is really cool, there's like cosmetics, there's pets. So for
there's
kids,
the
that's
weapons,
great.
yeah.
They love that stuff. You as an
Hidden
adult,
stuff
you like
everywhere.
it because it's fun and challenging.
Yeah, and it's got a cool art style. It's like a
Great
old
art style.
Flash game, but
Yeah, very
like it's got a super simple story. There's no like talking in it. It's everybody's just emotes and does stuff like that. But there's still funny stuff in there, like the deer pooping itself and stuff falling on guys and all sorts of things, crazy stuff happening there. But if as you're playing along the path, and probably I would guess like 6 and up, but even if you could get younger in there if they just want to hit buttons or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge
mhm.
is I probably for younger. I think younger kids could probably play that. Castle Crashers gets tough.
Yeah,
Or I think Shredder's Revenge never really gets tough because
Yeah.
it lets you play up to 6 players and it's like instant drop in, which I think is excellent. I love their multiplayer. 6 players, you can have 6 controllers connected to your Xbox and play that, or PlayStation or whatever.
that's
But
got to be kind of balls wild, because
Yeah, it would
I
be
can't
I've done it in
imagine
my house.
chaotic.
Kids
how
loved
many
it.
people they start throwing on the screen. I'm guessing they're just adding in more foot soldiers and whatnot, scaling enemy levels. But
Yeah, no, I think it was. I mean, it happens every time you play it. I mean, have you ever played it online?
I don't think
Online mode
so.
is.
We played it
Oh,
together
dude, that's the.
once. Yeah, we played it together
I mean,
before.
we
We
played it
have.
together, but not like drop in
No.
with like randoms.
Oh, dude,
like
always
up to.
play online because people just drop in and it's great.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
No, the
That's kind
enemies
of
just
like,
get
yeah,
a little
being at the
tougher. They don't
arcade.
add more, I
I
don't
like
think.
that.
Yep. Yep. I that game's excellent. Yeah, we went through a phase where we were playing that a lot and people would just join us. Sometimes we would sit and wait, other times we would just hop in and play, and then people just join us as we're playing, and we get excited like, "Oh, like a Splitter just joined us, dude." Or Casey Jones is here, dude.
That's pretty cool. I have found, like, through my interviews with children, having real people in games is like a big thing. Like, I mean, you obviously, Brandon, our kids played like Battle for Neighborville with each other for ages,
Yeah.
but like generally keeping kids, like when kids move into that age where, like, sure, you can play online with other games, but you have to teach them, like, no, you can't use a headset and you can't
Oh
just
yeah.
join
Yeah.
anybody's game or join anybody's party. Like, 'cause there's a certain age where you have to have, I don't know, not the talk with them, but you have to be like, hey, if you don't know the person in real life, you can't,
Yeah.
you know,
Certain
They don't
restrictions.
play any games where anybody talks or there is an ability to talk, I think.
like Roblox now is like like you get
Oh, okay.
like,
Proximity.
yeah, proximity chat is on in that one
Okay.
sometimes here and there.
I
Or
mean, that's on the parent,
yeah,
but you should always, yes. I mean, so far we haven't really recommended any multiplayer games with talking. I don't think people talk in Shredder's Revenge, and if they do,
no, 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 no.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember that being like a multiplayer game with voice.
Yeah, I was just talking in general, really.
But yeah, no,
Certain,
it's
just keep your kids away from Roblox, I think, is the
Yes.
moral.
Yes.
Of the story.
Very.
well,
Just
Fortnite,
Right.
dude.
if anything, you learned anything,
Fortnite
yeah.
too. Roblox and Fortnite. You got to be careful with that multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. We have Minecraft big in our house right now, but they talk to each other.
I was
on
gonna
a
bring
phone
that
call.
one up.
Yeah. I mean, Minecraft's great. That's the reason
I
why
mean,
it's
it
so
is.
popular.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, digital Legos. Like, who doesn't
Exactly.
love fucking
Yep.
Legos?
Yeah, it's the largest video game ever of all time by a lot, like so much so. Like the second place game is not even close. Minecraft is stupidly big. Everybody knows about that. What are you gonna say? You can play with your kids? Yeah, we know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well,
It's a great game, and
It's how
I
you play
don't
with
have
your
any
kids,
issues
though.
with it.
yeah. Which for me, I think my kid's a little. He's still getting a handle on the dual stick controlling a character and controlling a camera at the same time. So he has a little trouble with that. But basically,
Sure.
our relationship with
You
Minecraft
can play it on a tablet and use
currently,
your finger to drag it too,
that's
though. If you want,
that's a good idea. I should do that. But
just put it on your phone or tablet and you can play it.
basically what we've been doing, he tells me what to build and then I'll build it, which
Okay.
has been fun.
That's
So
still
we
good,
built
though.
Cute.
So we built like a whole SpongeBob village. So I built all the characters' houses, the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Wow.
And he wanted me to build this giant robot mech that had a house inside of it, which was also pretty cool. So yeah,
Okay.
we've been doing some building.
All in survival mode too, right?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Creative mode is the only way to go.
So my
I
kids-
force my kids to play survival to make it more like a
Yeah.
video game.
Jack is really into my 10-year-old is really into survival mode. But my
Yeah.
6-year-old is only into creative mode, so they're constantly
That's
arguing
funny.
because they want to play. But yeah, and it's just like, oh my goodness. But yeah,
I love creative mode. You just get whatever you
look at
want
both
and
your
fucking build whatever you want. It's great.
There's so
yeah.
much shit in there though. Like that
Yeah.
creative mode list is just like a
It took me
bonkers graph
it
of
took me a bit to get used to like all the different things and how the different things interact with each other, like different elements and how to do certain things, make minecart tracks, all this stuff. So like, but I'm getting a handle on it, and it's good.
it's the low hanging fruit. If you're
Yeah.
a gamer parent, like this is probably already on your radar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, you just gotta keep Roblox at a good stiff arm length away from your children.
Another
Not in my house. Not in my house.
I don't know if it's a low hanging fruit, but I would be remiss if I did not mention it here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Switch.
Who's listening to this episode right now that doesn't know that Mario games are awesome? Everybody
Yes.
knows that.
But Mario Kart
It's
8
like
specifically
With the assist is
with the assist
specifically
mode,
nice.
with
Yeah,
the
'cause
driving
Nintendo
mode, with the auto
gets
accelerate.
parent and
It's
kid-
great.
Yes,
Yeah, because like
assist mode is great. It's
awesome. Because like
yeah, I would recommend other studios that if they have kids playing their game, like
Yeah.
you gotta have assist mode in it. And I think does even Rayman have that assist in it? I can't remember. Do they? They have the bubble thing. I
they
guess.
might
you
yeah,
fall
like
off,
Mario
you fall in a
Odyssey has it. Well, they have a couple different modes with like the different Mario games. Like in Mario Odyssey, you can play co-op where one person's Mario. They basically have the
One's
kid
the
mode
hat.
and one person's the hat. So you're just
Yeah, my kids were like,
throwing the
I don't
hat
want to be
through
the
them.
hat. It's boring. And I'm like, I don't blame you. They tried it.
Yeah,
for some reason.
it's the same with like
you want to be the hat?
they had the same thing in like Mario
I was the
Galaxy
freaking hat when we played.
where you could be one of the little sprite guys and just like collect the star bits and stuff. I'm like, yeah,
that was pretty lame too.
That's pretty boring. But
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8, yeah, it's great. Like you said, turn on the assist mode. Like, you know, they don't have to be good at racing. It'll keep them on the track, especially like, I don't know, you're playing fucking Rainbow Road. It's not fun if you're constantly falling off every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't
You're
like
in
that
12th
level
place.
anyway. Yeah.
So yeah, it and the the rubber banding in Mario Kart is enough where like, hey, they're in 12th place, they get a bullet bill, they fucking shoot up to 5th place. So like,
Yeah, and
they
love
feel
it.
like they're
They're
competitive.
like,
Yeah,
"Look
it's
at
great.
me, I'm winning.
And
Yeah.
when you're in, it's boring. It's the most boring in Mario Kart to be in first. I'll tell you that because I'm always in first.
It is.
Because you get the shitty items, you get blue shell, or you get green shells, you get bananas and coins. That's all you get. You're in 12th place.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
getting
you're right.
fucking superstars. You're getting bullet bills. You're getting blue shells. Like it's fun to be more in the back of the pack.
I do
That is
agree.
very true.
Battling in the middle of a race. That's why, like the new one coming out with 24. What is it?
Mario Kart World, the new
24
one?
at a time.
Yeah,
24,
Mario Kart
right,
World
and the
World
new.
Tour or whatever.
yeah.
I thought it was
It's like
24.
so. Yeah, it might be like 24 racers.
It's
Yeah,
insane. It's gonna
yeah,
be
that's
fucking
crazy.
bonkers.
That's gonna be fun. That's
Yep.
gonna be huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, what can we say about Mario? I mean, Nintendo. Like they always get it, and that's like you can always just count on even an old one. You can pick up. Like I was playing Luigi Mansion 3
Yeah.
on my
I was
Switch,
gonna
and
say.
it's so damn fun
Yeah.
with
The
your
Yoshi
kid.
games.
It's so good.
Yeah, Yoshi games. are
Yoshi
great.
games
Yeah.
have like built-in invincibility built right
You
into
can
the
literally
game,
just
so,
fly
you can
like
play.
Yoshi's
Yeah.
Woolly World
They're
we were playing
$60
to. You can fly through the level.
guys.
You know.
Yeah.
These are expensive games. Let me change it real quick. I got a game. Dave, look up this game real quick. It's called Hidden in Plain Sight. Look this game up. I
Hidden in
randomly
Plain
got
Sight.
this game. I didn't think Hidden in Plain Sight would be such a hit with my kids. It's up
Never
to
even
8
heard of
players,
this.
so 8 controllers or whatever, but
$6
fun,
on Steam and Switch, it looks like.
Okay.
it's on Xbox.
10
that's
out
how
of
I
10
play
on
it.
Steam.
Xbox.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I got this
This
years
game
ago.
was hidden in plain sight.
I don't know, like $2 or something like that. I don't know. It was super cheap. It's so simple. So everybody is on the screen. So it's just one screen.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And there's a few game modes, but the main game mode is basically
Oh, it's like a.
you don't know which character you are.
It's like a
There's a
hide and
bunch of
seek game
characters
where
on the
you're
screen, and
blending in.
they're Yeah, and they're all moving around. They're just like sprite characters, not like best graphics. They walk around
Oh.
randomly. But let's say there's four of you, and each person's controlling one, and you got to figure out which one's you. And you go up, oh, that's me, right? And then you have like to go up and stab the other people. But when you stab, you give yourself away, so you got to like blend in with people. There's one where there's a game mode where somebody has to be a shooter, so they get a crosshair and they can move that around and shoot. Everybody, even the AI, you have to go left to right. So all the computers going right, and they randomly walk and stop, and stuff like
Oh.
that. So you're trying to blend
What are they?
in, but
There's a name for these kind of games. I forget what the fuck they're
yes, and it's been
called.
popping up.
This
But
is
this
like
was the first one I saw.
a very simple version of Spy Party. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Spy Party before, but it's the same idea. It's like a multiplayer game.
Okay,
One person's the spy, and the other person is trying to like assassinate them. So they have to like blend into a crowd and like do these certain
got it.
tasks.
Yes,
So yeah, that's cool.
yeah. If this is a genre, I think it is. It's so fun. Again, it's really simple controls. If you have your friends over and you're having you're
It's cool.
grilling, you're
Yeah.
drinking, and you're listening, you're having a good time, and your friends kid like are over, give all those kids a controller, maybe hop in there with them and have fun with them. Like it's a great party game. It's a great game to play with your kids. There's a lot of options, a lot of game modes. I would also quickly just recommend Night Squad 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
You've
Night
played
Squad.
Night
Forgot
Squad.
about
It's
those
another
ones.
great game. I think that has up to 8 players. Might be 4, but I think it might be 8 as well. Simple controls. You can move up, down, left, right, and you can attack. And it's a one screen game. You just nothing's
That's
moving. You're
all it
just
is.
looking at yeah. It's like an Atari game, right? I love games like this. They're cheap. They're easy to pick up. A lot of young kids can get into this,
Yeah.
and a lot of kids can be also at your house and be like, "Hey, everybody, here, turn this on," and then they all are playing this game. It's so simple. Think about like Nintendo, like Dave. Do you remember that, like those days when we would just gather in the same room with like our cousins or our friend neighbors or whatever, and just
Yeah.
play like these Nintendo games because they were so easy to play. So it was easy to kind of like figure out, and then you just pass the controller around.
Yep.
It's
Back then, yeah,
it's
like
like
because
that.
well, you go over there and they always have games that you didn't have at your house. So like that was the only time you
Yep.
got to play fucking ice hockey was when you went over to
Oh
cousin
yeah.
Randy's.
It was always the cousin's house, wasn't it? They always had the
Right?
cool games that you
hmm
didn't have. Yep.
My cousins had Blades of Steel, and I thought it was like the best looking video
Oh,
game I've ever seen
Yeah,
because
I
I
remember
was
I
playing
played
ice
like
hockey.
Ratchet and Clank and like Burnout at my cousin's house. I'm like, this is blowing my fucking mind. That's great.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
nice. I got another one. How many more we got here? Do we do? What
I'm
we got?
flying through my list, so I'm actually only
Yeah,
got
we're
like
at
a
40
couple
something. All
really.
right. Yeah, I'll consider winding these down.
Yeah.
One Brandon, I know we both of us have played with our kids. Brought up multiple times on this show. Kingdom Two Crowns.
Oh my god, yes! I almost forgot about this. They have so many like DLCs for it too, so it's
Yes,
just like
it's
if
a
you like this
simple,
genre, Dave,
simple. I
please,
don't
you
know
because
even
I
know
will
what genre
gush.
it is. It's like a tower defense game, except it's
Like a
split
town
screen if you're
building
playing.
also like
But it's also but it's only got one button. That's all you
mhm.
need is one button to toss coins to people, and that's it. So once they
You
learn,
can run. You can
oh
also
yeah, and the
run.
trigger,
Nice.
yes.
Yeah, you can use triggers
And
to
when
run,
you
and
get
then you can
cool
drop
stuff, you
coins
can
to
start
pay
using.
workers to do stuff. But
Yeah,
it's like a tower defense game, but you look at it straight on like a Mario game. Like you look at it, you can only go left and right.
Like
Side,
2D
yeah.
You start
perspective,
in the
yeah.
middle. Yeah,
And
and
you're
you build your
there's no
base
jumping,
with
there's no nothing. It's just left and
yeah.
right, and that's it.
It's a very
So
cool concept.
yeah, and it's
Great
very
music,
chill.
great
Like
artwork.
you can always reset if you get run over or because at
Yeah.
night every night the greed comes and tries to steal your crowns.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, with so many DLCs in there, you can change it up. Each one has kind of little different rules. Each one has different
Nordic
progression.
or English, or it could be a feudal Japan, I think, or
Yeah.
something like that was one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But that one, like,
Vikings.
I mean, we've said
As an
South
adult,
games
you're
too.
challenged though. You're
Yeah.
challenged with the actual like growing your base from the middle, and you got to go left and right and expand and take out the monsters from these portals that they come from. You have to cut down trees, so you pay guys like, "Hey, you're gonna cut down trees, and you're gonna shoot arrows, and you're gonna harvest, food, and you're gonna do this, and you just give
Probably
people
would need.
rolls by just dropping coins to them as you ride your horse. And then like they do their jobs and collect coins. So then when you walk over them, they like throw out all their coins and you
Hmm.
collect them. And you have this little
Pay up.
bag icon in the top right where the coins fall into. But if they overflow, you can only have so many, so you have to spend it. So there's a really cool like currency. Your kids will learn a little bit about like like having money and spending it. But like it's not like a
Oh
number to
yeah,
them.
sure.
It's literally
Yeah.
a visual bag of
Hmm.
like pretty orange coins in this bag, and you take some and you dump a bunch of
I
them on
mean,
the ground, and they gather them and do something, but then they will pay you back for like what they've hunted or built or cut down.
but even like
So
between
it's
the game, like it encourages the two of you to work together and cooperatively like plan how far you're going to go out in which directions, which direction
yes,
you're going to go
planning.
after the portal first. It makes them feel involved if you like, hey, you go watch the left fence, the left shield wall or whatever, and I'll watch the right wall, and then everybody can meet up again. Your kid can be a dick and steal coins, like if they think it's hilarious and they want to get all the coins, you're like, whatever, just let
Yep.
them do it.
What'd you
And
do with all the coins? Did you just get like a bunch of like builders? We need archers. We're gonna die
yeah,
tonight. They're gonna get
uh-huh.
through our walls, and we're just gonna.
But yeah, well, it gives you that play. Like you got to have that little push and pull and cooperative kind of interaction, I guess, when you're
And
playing
I
with your
like
kids. And you
that
want that.
in
You
the
want that. You don't want to just, I don't know. All these games that we're mentioning are like games you play with and like kind of cooperatively work towards something. You're not like you're probably not gonna want to be playing like NHL 25 and just like crushing your kid. It's
What
like one
trouts you,
on
kid?
one. But no, like yeah, these cooperative games are like, the best to help, you know,
So, but one more
build that
thing
sense
about
of play.
Kingdom that I like
Yeah.
is the fact that it sucks. Like if your kid dies, they're out, but you're still in the game, so they're just sitting there watching you. Again, that's not. We all know as parents, like our kids are gonna get bored. They're
Yeah.
not gonna like being
Lose
dead.
interest. Yeah.
So Nintendo's like, oh, they just come in a bubble, and then you can pop them, or there's an assist mode to keep them around, right? A lot of games miss this. What I like about Kingdom is the whole point is the monsters bump you, you drop your coins, they grab your coins, and they go and steal them, right? That's basically your currency is your health too. But the final thing that if you have no coins to drop, then your crown falls off. If your crown falls off and they grab it and they bring that back to a portal, that's the game over. What I like is that if you're playing two players and your kid has their coins in their bag and they lose all their coins and know what they're doing, and then they get hit and they drop their crown, they don't leave. So you can still keep playing it the real way and do it. And it's like you get this guy who just is running around without a crown. He can still like do stuff. He just,
You're not a king
you
anymore.
know,
That's why that's
yeah,
when you turn to your kid and you look them, you make eye contact and you say, I am the captain now.
yeah.
You just
But it's just, I just
do what I
don't.
say.
Nobody likes a game when you're playing it and you're having fun. You're working on building
Oh
this
yeah.
base and getting, but then like your kids, sucks. I don't know. They're not
Yep.
good at it.
Yep.
So they lose. But then they're like, oh, I'm dead. I'm out. I'm like, I get it. That wouldn't be fun. So I
Yeah.
like that this
It's a
game keeps
Swedish
them
game,
in the
isn't it?
game, even though they don't have their crown. As long as somebody has their crown. So I want to throw that out there.
Swedish.
But yeah,
Nice.
Eric, what?
Yeah, you guys talk about this game, helping your kids learn, cooperating. One of mine is just something that's stupid, dumb fun. Probably no educational value, but it's still fun. Goat Simulator.
Let's say. I knew you were gonna
Yeah,
say that fucking game. God damn it.
it's fun, man. Like it has
It
a
is.
co-op
Yeah,
mode. It's just again, it's one of these games, just sandboxy stuff. You can tell the games my kid gravitates towards. Just
yeah, oh,
sandboxy
yeah.
stuff where you can basically do whatever you want and mess around and whatever. But I mean, again, Goat Simulator is not. You're not going to be learning any high concepts or doing anything crazy cooperative. I mean, there is missions that you can do, especially Goat Simulator 3. I think is a better game than the first one because there is actually more like structure to the quests and missions, and you
Love
are
that one.
working
Yeah,
towards something and building something with like these towers that you have. So you're like unlocking these locks on a door to unlock like new areas and stuff. So you are actually working
hey,
towards
Eric.
something when you complete quests and stuff. But
Have you played the SpongeBob version of this?
Yes,
I know it's a
I
one-player
mentioned
game,
it
but
on
you did,
the
right?
last
Okay,
catch
that
up, the
was
Patrick
okay.
Star game. Yes, that's another
Yeah,
one.
okay, yeah, yes.
That's another
So that
one where it's
genre is
same, yeah,
yeah.
like just go. I don't know what the genre is. Just sandbox, messing around in a big open area.
I mean, there are
Yeah.
quests if you want to get
Oh yeah, yeah.
like do stuff. I
Well, that's what
guess.
I was just saying, and yeah, Goat Simulator 3 is a little bit more structured, and like the quests and missions are a little bit more involved than the first one. And like again, kids love to like customize stuff. Goat Simulator 3, there's like so many different things you can throw onto your goat, like fucking crazy outfits and power ups. You could put jetpacks
You
on
need a
it.
balance of this.
Yeah,
Some games that you hey, use your brain, play some Death Squared, and another one's like something like this, where it's like just play, just go create, go have
right.
fun. Let's do something cool.
Just
You know,
fucking yell at a car and blow it up and fucking have fun. Like he,
right, because
Laugh
then they won't get
ridiculously.
frustrated because sometimes they're playing a game and they're getting frustrated because they can't do it,
yeah.
and it might hold you back or whatever. This is something like, hey,
It's a good
we're just
break. Like
we're boiling water. We're gonna have some spaghetti for dinner, dude. We got like 20 minutes to kill or whatever. Like, let's just
dude,
play a game while that
keeps
cooks or
him
something like that.
entertained. He'll be cackling for fucking a half an hour just watching cars explode. So like like you said, it's a balance. It's a balance of like these like fun like co-op experiences where maybe they're learning something, but also like hey, just fucking.
It's
fuck
good
around.
to learn those dual sticks too. You
Yeah.
get the camera
A
controls.
little bit in that, yeah.
It's
a third
helpful.
person
Those chill
game,
games.
so yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
yep. Yeah, that's
Let's
always
see.
a fun one.
Let's see what you got left, Brando.
Just a couple heavy hitters here.
Couple.
Do we need to talk about Overcooked? It's just
I would
It's a
not play
perfect game.
Overcooked with
in that
my
party genre, but-
children or wife because it
Really?
gets way too difficult, way too fat, way too quickly.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it does. Our older one can keep up, but like our younger one definitely becomes like part of the level difficulty.
Right,
You're like, oh, we're
exactly.
dealing with ghosts and fires and earthquakes and Ryan.
Yeah, I think it's tough, especially for
It's
younger
so
kids.
fun though. It's such a hit whenever we introduce it with other parents and kids. Like
Yeah.
usually it's like a parent and a kid and a parent and a kid, and they have a riot. It does get hard, but you just as a parent gotta get good. And my wife and
Sure.
I,
Gotta.
we're like world 6 with our kids, and we're like losing our damn minds and stuff like that. So we'll go back to like world 2 or 3 to like kind of play something easier. But it is fun. I would say this is an older age. Like if you're, I would say 7 or 8 year olds would confidently be able to keep up, you know. But
If they've been
It's
gaming,
5 and 6 year olds can
It's-
play because it's like a very basic controls.
definitely
but
not a
there's so
first
many-
game.
It's not
First
as basic as you're making it out to be. There is like the grabbing button, and I still get confused with like grabbing something or accidentally throwing it or fucking
Oh, you just hold the X button down and then let go.
I mean, yeah, but like
Pick up and drop
for
his
a
tap,
kid,
the
I think
throw
it's whatever.
Can't be. Yeah,
it
they
takes
should
some
have a couple
practice.
Lego games under their belt before they.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so if you're a parent and you've been playing games for like 3-4 years, you're looking for a new one, then this is not for like your 3-year-old or 4-year-old to like, no. That's Vampire Survivors. That's like something. This is for like the kid that's like 10, 8, 7. Like they're ready. They've been playing for years with mommy or daddy. They're ready for like something, and you like this is something that the whole family can play. It is one of the best games I've ever played, though. Like, it is such a great party game. But
I mean,
for kids,
it is an awesome co-op
gotta get-
game.
yeah, kids can play it though, I think. But the other heavy hitter was just N plus. It's a one button game. You just jump off walls, and it's good because the way they introduced that game, 1 player to 4 player, right? Is it's like here's all right, go to the door. So here's your character. Now just jump, and then you get to the door, and then it's like all right, now there's a wall. So like jump, and then it does teach you real quick the controls, and then there's missiles coming at you, bots sliding on the ground.
You gotta get pretty good at
Get
that.
good.
one.
It does get hard,
Fast.
but
That one
but I'm
gets
telling
pretty
you, man,
nasty.
like unless I have like
Super Meat Boy.
savants in my house or something like that.
Super
Like my
Meat Boy.
kids, yeah, but my kids love that. They love the instant death repeat. Let's just do it over and over again. They can do it, and they love a good challenge, and
Oh,
they'll play it over and over again.
you
So
get used to the
N
physics
plus and
there.
N plus
Yeah.
plus are always in our rotation.
All
Always.
those
It's
side
just
scrollers are
Yeah.
so
good.
fun.
It all depends on your kid too, because like Brandon's kids, they like a challenge and like won't get frustrated doing it over and over again. I think my kid would get frustrated if he kept
Yeah, he likes
dying.
more creativity.
Yeah, yeah.
Things.
Slower pace, things where he could be creative or building something, or so yeah. It all depends on the kid, and obviously as they get older, tastes might
I
change.
think we've had a good
Whatever.
variety of games though
Yeah,
far. Just like we're really, tapping into like and just so you know, not that we have to talk about the gameplay, but if two games that are three players. So if it's you and two kids and you want to play a three-player game, they do exist. Trine, there's like
Trine's good.
five of them.
Trine's
Trine's
Trine is
good.
fun. Yeah.
It's actually a lot of fun, and it's a puzzle game. You just go left to right. It's like a puzzle game with some beat 'em up in it. I think I can't remember if you fight in
It's all.
that
I
game or
think
not.
it's
Or
all
is
just
it
puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
Wizard, archer, soldier.
Yep. You're all using your different
Yeah,
classes to solve puzzles.
yeah. And then there was another. Oh, and then Battletoads on Xbox. They brought it
Battletoads.
back, hand drawn, and it's a three-player game. Zit, Pimple, and
Rash.
Warts, I think. Or what is it?
Rash.
Rash. That's right.
Rash. Yeah. So that's
Like
really
those
fun to
ones,
play with your kids. That's like
like,
beat 'em
yeah,
up.
any of
Really
those,
fun.
like, beat 'em ups falls right into
Yep.
Beat 'em
that
ups in
because you can just,
general.
like,
Yeah.
drop it and drop out. Just, yeah.
Yeah, the infinite coins, so they can just keep coming in, change their character, and beat up and
Oh,
yeah.
another one I just thought of. I don't know if it's co-op, but this was another like Pat's back and forth type game, and it's just really fun. Portal Bridge Constructor. Have you guys played that
Well, I
one?
will say Portal 2. Portal 2 is really fun with your
I
kids. I
mean,
play that with my kids. Our
Portal
You
Two
can
is
kids have
just
a
handle
a
Portal
fucking
blast with
2.
that.
great game. But yeah,
It's true.
Portal Bridge Constructor is really fun because it has those portal elements, but
I always wanted to play it.
you're trying to you're just trying to essentially build a bridge to get the this, I think it's like a forklift over to a certain goal.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's really fun, but it
You're
uses
also
the
teaching
portal
it
elements in a
engineering.
really fun way. Engineering, yes, absolutely.
Engineering, structural integrity, like things that there's little things like you're not just like we say playing games with your kids. There's so many other things that they're learning besides
Yeah,
game things. They're looking at you and seeing how you react to games. They're looking to
Right.
see like how you handle failure and defeat. Like there's so many different lessons in and out of games that can be learned. I don't know. It's just a good
I
way to grow your relationship with kids in general. Like to
yeah, definitely.
being there
It's
next
a
to them while
bonding
they problem solve.
experience.
So no, it's a good pick
yeah.
because yeah, you might not hold the controller and they hold the controller at the same time, but you're sitting there next to them and you're guiding them. All right, what do you think you got to do? I don't
Yep.
know. And like you guide them, and that's still co-playing. Um, yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. I love game. I'll
Yep.
do that sometimes. Like I'll have my laptop and I'm working, but I'm like he's sitting next to me and like all right, and we'll talk him through the thing. Like, well, gave you like that thing, so maybe you should use that thing to see what happens. Oh, okay, and there's a lot of trial and error, and that's like our kids need to learn how to problem solve without us. We
Yeah.
can't always do everything for them, so they have to be like, all right, if it didn't work, then try something else. So look around, use your brain. I love you can tell I love puzzle games for kids. Like if they're gonna be on
Yeah.
video games, use that fucking brain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yep.
It's like those old games we had to play, which I mean, kind of
Yeah.
brings me to my last little ones was I don't know. I like taking kids back and having them play retro games. There's a difference between the nostalgia that I have for games and the fun that is in the games.
Right.
Some games are just naturally good. Like you get your Pac-Mans or your Rampages. Like playing
Yeah, River
Rampage with an
City
8-year-old is
Ransoms.
fucking great. Like monsters going and punching buildings. It's fucking always fun.
Yeah.
But going back and playing some of those classics, there are all these collections everywhere. There's NES classics. There's the online connection with the Switch. Like fucking Xbox just added 50 retro games or whatever. Like last night, going back and playing those. You know, trying to share the things that you loved as a kid with your kid, and sometimes they like them, sometimes they don't always age as well. But from just talking from
I
my
know, but
kids, if from
it's
playing
like showing
Roblox,
music
like
or movies from your
yeah,
childhood. Like, here's the games that I played.
yeah. But it like they don't be afraid of it though, because they don't care as much about graphics as you think they do.
No, they love
Because
Minecraft and
fucking
Roblox.
Yeah.
Roblox, it looks like
They don't care
shit.
about graphics,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, that
Uh
just the retro talk triggered something. A remake, a good remake of a retro game that is also co-op and super fun. Centipede Recharged. I don't know if you guys have played that one,
yes,
but
we do play that.
that's a really good one. Yep.
Got that one on sale. There's I don't know, there's a couple of those recharged ones.
Yep. Those are fun.
Well, my only last one I wanted to say was my last tip to new fathers to get your kids to sleep. Final little tip in the cap: any crafting game will put your kid to sleep. Usually, crafting games like I don't know, you can't really play
It'll put
Minecraft,
Brandon
so
to
they'll want
sleep
to play.
too.
Yeah, I'm saying me
But
too,
like,
dude.
like a
Valheim. I
Valheim,
was just gonna say
or
Valheim.
like
Brandon's falling asleep over there already.
Fallout 76. I used to all the time, like just building my base and building up my house, and my kid just watching me, being like, "Put this
They
here,
do
put
like
that there."
watching for a bit when you make something.
Oh yeah.
When you're
That
when you're
Minecraft
building
brain, like,
stuff or when you're
"Did I make
crafting
something?"
stuff,
Yeah.
going out and getting stuff, and all those games always have like a chill vibe to them
Mhm.
because they've got like soft music in the background. Very easy to get your kids to fall asleep, and they're usually
Yeah.
just interested in just like sitting and watching you build stuff. So
Until the monsters
maybe
attack
two
your
birds with one
village.
stone. Well, they'll sleep. Hopefully, they're asleep through that. But
All right,
that's all I
I
really
do
have.
have a few on here, but I'm gonna fly through them real quick. Okay, so we didn't talk about Gang Beasts. Gang Beasts is really fun.
Game Beast is
It's
super
just a
fun.
beat 'em up game. It's like
It's a
I
little
don't know.
quappy. Like
The
you have a
environment's
one
also
button for
attacking
one
you
arm,
while you're
one for the
yeah,
other.
and the controls are weird. The kids love it. It's a fun one to grab a controller. You and your kids beat each other
I
up.
I
Or
was
try to
having a lot
survive
of
as long as you
fun
can.
playing that with my wife, but she got mad at
With
me
your
because
wife, yeah.
she got mad at me because was just so much better than
Dunk,
she was, so I would
You're
just
just
throw her
dunking
off the
her.
building every
Yeah.
time,
Oh,
and
right.
yeah,
Feed the
she
little
just was
shark.
like, "Fuck this."
I would say all the games that we're recommending, you can play with your significant
Oh yeah,
other if
for
they're not a
sure.
great big gamer, and like you want them to be,
Treat
play
them
your
like a
hobby with
child.
you.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's about the
I'm just
time you
saying that,
spend
like,
together. It's not about
hey baby,
yeah.
wanna play some boomerang foo. All
Yeah.
right. So no, but like Stardew Valley and shit, but
Stardew
all right.
Valley. Yeah.
So Rocket League is another one. It's a little more complicated, but
Yeah.
little kids are playing that. It is like in their rotation. If you have an older kid, my kid is 10. He's been playing that since he was 7 or 8.
It's a
There's
good one. You can
no
play online against people without chat. That's a good
Yep.
one for
And it's just
there's no
you
local
can do split
co-op
screens and
for. Is there split screen in Rocket League or no?
oh yeah,
Is
you can
there?
do
Okay,
4
I didn't
players.
know that. I
Yeah,
guess I've
dude.
only ever played it online, so
Yep. And it's on everything, so they can be on Switch
that's
while you're
cool.
on your Xbox or whatever. Yep. Um
Oh yeah, crossplay. I didn't think of that.
Diablo 3. Yes, Diablo 3 is a two-player game that you can play with your kid that is really fun. You would think, "But Brandon, you're just killing monsters."
It's
It's
rated M
actually
for mature.
yeah, right? But when you play it, it's actually kinda cartoony
It
looking.
is,
It's
yeah.
not that bad.
It's like a
Your kids
gauntlet.
can watch
Like
stormtroopers shoot, like, rebels and they die and blow up. They can
Your
play
kids got to learn
Diablo.
about
It's really
demons
not
and
that
hell at some point, so
yeah,
why not now?
Spider
I
Princess
don't know if
Wolf.
you're
Come
religious,
on.
don't you go to church and hear, like, how kids drown during the flood or something like that? That sounds way worse than Diablo 3 to me. Alright, so another game, Plants vs. Zombies: Battle for
All right.
Neighborhoodville. We've talked about this before, but, like, if you like games like Overwatch or, any kinda game with heroes and, like, they have their abilities, with those hero shooters, well, none of them let you play co-op. I'm surprised Overwatch doesn't do that. But Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborhoodville does. It's
Neighborville.
120 frames per second on the new consoles.
Neighborhoodville.
It's great. What'd I say?
This is Neighborhoodville.
Neighborville. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, and it's just like it's
That
genuinely
one
fun.
is
Like
it
I
is a good game,
really
that
like it.
one. I like
Yeah.
the way that
So,
they have like the home bases set up, and there's just like an overworld that they don't even have to join a game. They
that's
can
cool
just go
too.
fuck around in the lobby for like fucking hours.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The characters are legit unique and fun, so it's a good a good hero shooter. Yes, you will have fun. I'm not lying. It's really fun and it looks great. Pixar
Oh.
Rush. Pixar Rush is a 2-player game. It's
Pixar Rush
gorgeous.
is
It's
It's a
fun.
really
good
fun.
that's
Yeah.
a good
And it's
basic
legit. They
early.
got the actors from. It's like literally if Pixar was given a studio, say, hey, let's make a game together. They did an excellent job. It's 2 players. Please play it. Also been on Game Pass forever if you have Xbox. What were we gonna say, Eric?
I forgot one. Bluey, the video game. Also,
Yeah, it's very, very, very basic. But if you have
listen, if
young
you
kids,
like,
which is what Bluey's
if you're
for,
really into Bluey and you like just those characters and messing around with them, yeah, it's super simple. But it's
I
it's
don't
fun to
think
play
parents
co-op.
will like that one though.
I didn't
Like, I
mind
feel
it. It
like
was
all the
fun.
games. No, it was boring as fuck, dude.
It was
Nope.
fine. I don't know.
No, all right.
I
Well,
didn't play that
Eric
one.
is
I know my
a
kid beat
very
that in
nice
beat that
dad,
game
and
in a
he's willing
day,
to
and it was
play.
just done.
Listen.
Yeah,
If you have young kids, it's very simple and fun to play. Like, just have experience. Listen, it's not about the game. It's about having the experience with your kid.
There you go.
yeah.
So,
Build that
if you,
You're a good
if your
dad.
kid's
You're a good
having
dad.
Build
fun,
that bond.
and I'm having fun seeing my kid having fun, even if I'm not having like a blast. So, like playing
Right.
the actual game itself.
Four more.
4 more.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Unravel 2. Unravel 2 is another great
That's
2-player
for
game you can
older
play with your
kids,
kids.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's a one-button game, and you can grab each other, and like you can swing on each other. Your yarn characters. You're trying to solve
Oh,
these
and you got to
puzzles.
get some physics platformy
It's a
stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember my
exactly.
kid
It's got
got
some physics
frustrated
in
with
it.
that one.
Check out Unravel 2. Excellent 2-player game. For kids probably 7 or 6, 5, 6 or 7. Um,
Mm.
Pac-Man 256. Another
Oh,
game
that's a
yeah.
good
that's like
game.
a
It's a
4-player game.
classic.
You
Yeah.
start in the bottom left corner and you're working your way to the top right corner. It's Pac-Man. You're going, but it's like an infinite runner. So there's
Yep.
ghosts coming down and everybody's running around. There's power-ups. People can die, but you can resurrect them. It's a great game. It's
Championship
fun. If you
edition
like,
too. Pac-Man Championship edition. Great.
Pac-Man's got some bangers going on
It's
in there.
classic. It's up, down, left, right.
Yep.
That's all you need.
It Takes Two. One of the best 2-player co-op games I've ever played. I'm telling you, my son, when he was like 5 or 6, we started it and we got as far as we could. And as he was getting better at games, we were able to chip away at that game. It took us almost 2 years to beat that game.
Wow.
It was a hell of a journey and it was incredible. It's like a Nintendo game. It's the best games I've ever played. It Takes Two. I would highly recommend it if your kid is comfortable with some kind of platforming using the dual analog. But it's not like a hard game, but it's got some things that make it hard. There are boss fights, but as the parent, you can
And
get through
divorce.
those bits. River
Can't
Bond.
forget
Teach your
that.
kid
River Bond is a
about divorce.
4-player game.
Oh, River Bond. I forgot
Yeah.
about that one. That
River
was
Bond
that's
is
a
an
very good
introductory
one.
4-player game that's like a Diablo or whatever. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you pick your
Wow.
character. There's little guys, but then like there's a boss. There's like you got to find the gate and get to the next level.
It's got some good
Everything's kind of
voxel graphics.
destructible.
Top down
It
smasher
looks like
upper.
Minecraft
Hmm.
3D looking
Yeah.
down. Yes, yeah.
Orthographic
Um,
voxel based game.
Yeah.
That makes sense to anybody.
I think that's it. I think we got everything.
Nice.
So
That's a lot.
yeah, that was a
Good
lot.
luck putting
I just
together the
truly
description
believe
for
in all
this
the games I
episode.
recommended.
Yeah, put together the description for this episode and have all of
You
these
need to
games
list
listed in
every
there.
single
Don't forget.
game we've mentioned.
Don't
Yes.
forget that.
Brandon's like, sure. Yeah,
He's
okay.
like, whatever. Fuck off.
All right, you guys want to wrap up with a round of video game 20 questions on, and then we'll get out of
Oh,
here?
sure. I
Yeah.
forgot. We still have a game to play. We've been
We'll do,
here
it,
for so
we'll do it
long.
real quick. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back.
All right. We will come
play around.
back right after this.
Doses.
All right, we're back for a round of video game questions. That was appropriate. You know, we've been rocking the 20 questions game for a while because it's fun, it's safe, it's easy.
It's easy, yeah.
I could come up with something clever, but you know what? I just really want. I have a game in my mind, and I was like, "That's a great choice."
You want to play
So,
video game Jeopardy?
I do.
no.
Come on.
You-
Pull up the Jeopardy. Let's
Any-
go.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, you get 19 questions, one guess to figure out what video game I have picked.
All right.
All I can say is yes or no to your question. All right, go ahead.
So this
What you
game
got
released
there,
before the year 2000.
Yes.
Does this game, is this a multiplayer?
Yes.
Is this a multiplayer game?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Is this game part of a franchise?
Yes.
Okay. I'm guessing. Man, I'm guessing it's
Let's get
not
these years
before
down.
1990. I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah. Technically,
Is
yeah.
it before 1990? Was it released before 1990?
No.
All right. We got a 90s game. We're looking at PlayStation 1.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a couch
N64.
co-op game then.
Could be late. I mean, it could be Super Nintendo for sure. Also, that era.
I mean, yeah, we're talking split screen
Yeah.
of some kind.
Right. It's not gonna be. I mean, I guess it could be online if we're talking like Dreamcast, but I doubt it. I doubt Brandon would go
Tiger Dream.
EverQuest or something.
Trying to think of how we can narrow down the modes. Is this game multi-platform?
Ooh, there you go. Good question.
That is a good question.
I feel like it was
Video
less common back then, and if it was like a different port.
Could be. Like Street Fighter or
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat or anything.
In this area, I mean, I guess it could have been an arcade port. But see what Brandon says.
No. I just had to double check.
Not so okay. Exclusive to one platform. All right. Was this released on a Nintendo platform?
Ooh, good question. No.
Okay. So it's got to be. That rules out a lot, actually.
That does rule out a lot more than I thought.
PlayStation. I mean,
Genesis?
Dreamcast, Genesis. Yeah.
Let's nail down the console here. Was this released on a Sega console?
Ooh, another good question. That's wrong.
All right.
No.
It's got to be Sony. It's got to be PlayStation. PS1.
I mean, not Nintendo or Sega. Those are the big balls.
It's got to be PS1. So. Yeah.
PS1.
I mean, PS2 wasn't released till 2000.
Yeah. Okay. So, a multiplayer PlayStation game, part of a franchise.
I mean, hold on. It could be PC. Not get too crazy. Could be PC.
Also true.
And it could be. That means it could be online multiplayer too. If
why don't we just knock
we're talking
PlayStation
like
out of this then?
Counter-Strike or something like that. Yeah. Is this released on a Sony platform?
This is a Sony?
Yeah.
A great question. The answer to that is yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So it's a PS1 game.
You know what it was on.
Yep. All right. This is my
well, that's big.
My
that's
bread
big.
and butter. Yeah. Multiplayer.
All right, so we can knock out like Tony Hawk's.
No, why? Why knock out? Tony Hawk's?
No, not knock out, but like that's what we can. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we've got Tony Hawk's. We've got Twisted Metals.
Yep.
PlayStation 1. I never had a PlayStation 1.
So did he say was this part of a franchise? Did he say?
Yes.
Forget. It is part of a franchise. Okay.
Part of the Tony Hawk franchise.
Yeah. Is it? I want to go for genre next. So yeah, is this
sports, right?
Right. Yeah, we could say a lot of the multiplayer games back then were like sports games, or if we're talking like Madden or early like NHL games, stuff like that. Yeah, is this a sports video game?
No.
Okay, that eliminates a lot. So no Tony Hawks, something like that. No
Still
Maddens.
got Twisted Metal. Have I played this game, Brandon?
It's not a question.
It's another one of those games that I've never played before that I'm trying to guess.
Are you?
You didn't have like you had Xbox, but you didn't play like Halo. Like you didn't have a PlayStation 1. What kind of gamer are you?
The best kind. I don't know.
Are you killing
What are you
things in this
playing?
game?
Yes.
Okay,
Killing what?
things.
Killing things. Yes.
All right.
I mean, it could be like wasn't SOCOM
That was
PlayStation 1?
that
Was
was
that 2?
PS2. That was PS2.
That was cool. First
SOCOM was
time,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Killing things on Sony.
Hmm. Hmm. And multiplayer.
I mean, Twisted Metal still fits.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Name
Car
me some
combat.
multiplayer. Just start stream of consciousness. Name me some Sony games.
Sony.
Like
Well, because
Four, 5 years old.
a
Eric,
lot of the
what were you
ones I'm
playing?
thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
It's true.
playing it after I was
Yeah.
probably like 7 to 10 ish. I was playing PS1.
Yeah. I like
Because a
Lara
lot of the
Croft.
there's a lot of. It's interesting that we're talking about like something. Well, you're killing things. It could be. It could. I was gonna say there's a lot of PlayStation RPGs, but it wouldn't be probably is not an RPG if it's multiplayer.
Correct.
So I'm thinking something like a shoot 'em up or something, or a beat 'em up. But I can't think of
No.
any PlayStation beat 'em ups.
Like fighting game or fighting game sports games.
Could be a
like
no.
a Tekken.
I mean, it could be a fighting game and killing things.
I feel like if I was looking up video games and
Mortal
somebody
Kombat.
said, "Oh, do you want to look under like sports?" and then Tekken is under sports,
No,
I
no,
would
no,
not.
no.
I mean, I know a fighting
It's a
is a
fighting game.
sport to
No.
people, but
And in
people
most
are not
fighting
playing it for the
games,
sport of it. They're playing to kick people's ass. It's a
in
fighting game.
most fighting games, you're not killing people except like Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, is there a Mortal Kombat port to PlayStation? I
Probably
think there was.
Mortal Kombat 3
Yeah.
at that point. Genesis was 2.
Oh, let me ask this: is this competitive multiplayer? Is this competitive multiplayer?
What do you mean by that?
Is the multiplayer in this game like? Are you competing with each other? I mean, I can't.
Oh, sorry, stupid. All right, yeah, sorry. All right, yes. Yes.
Okay, so it's not like co-op where you're working together. You're
No.
competing against each other. Okay.
Yes.
So that it could be like a Mortal Kombat. Something where you're killing. I'm assuming something where you're killing each other. Then, if you're killing something and you're competing, you're probably killing each other. Or I don't know. I don't know what it would be like. Competing for killing the most things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. I've killed more than you. Wow. You truly are the winner with all the killing you have done. You've brought so much death.
That's how we judge it.
It's Twisted Metal still fits, Dave.
Yeah. Does this game involve driving?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be Twisted Metal. It could be Twisted Metal 2 though. So, is this the first game in the franchise?
Yeah, it's the first.
Okay, all right.
That was question number 13, by the way.
So they said, is there cars? Is there vehicular combat in this game?
There is.
All right.
There is.
Wait, hold on. It could be that Star Wars Twisted Metal clone. Also, I forgot what it was called.
There's a Star Wars Twisted Metal.
Yes, there is a Star Wars Twisted
clone?
Metal
But it's not
clone
a well, I guess it is part of a franchise because it's Star Wars.
for I believe it was for PlayStation 1.
I don't think Brandon's
also.
gonna pull this one out.
It could be though. You never know. It still fits.
Not Pod Racer, right?
No, I forgot what it was called. I don't want to look it up because I don't want
Pod
to
Racer
cheating or whatever. But
Yeah, and I can't say it.
I'll look it up after this. But yeah, you guys should look it up because
I think
it's a
Twisted
Twisted Metal
Metal
clone, but it's Star Wars.
Why don't we?
Is Sweet Tooth in this game?
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of his name.
Sweet Tooth is in this game.
No way. All right, this is Twisted Metal.
It is Twisted
Nice.
Metal.
Good pick.
Dave called that shit so long ago.
Yeah,
And Eric's just like never responded to it.
I
Nope.
thought it was in the
No,
back of my
Eric's like,
mind. I was just trying to eliminate all other things first.
Once we got to the Sony
It's a
and
smart
multiplayer,
game. Dave could be Twisted Metal. You must have said like
Still
three times.
six.
Just
Still
How's
six.
Dave just asked
Yep.
the fucking question. I don't know. Is there like a driving in this? Yeah.
winner.
Hold
There
on,
you go.
let me look up that.
Congratulations, Eric. It's a party game to the death.
Let me look up that
This is technically a
Star Wars
party game.
Twisted Metal clone.
No,
It's Star Wars Demolition. It's called.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it was for PlayStation and Dreamcast, and yeah, just look it up. It's basically Twisted Metal, but with Star Wars vehicles.
Okay.
That looks very accurate.
Yep.
I see
Thanks
a land
for,
speeder
playing,
fighting a
gentlemen.
tank,
Good job.
fighting an AT-AT.
Yep.
Makes
I
no
figured
sense
you guys would
whatsoever.
get that. I have not seen the TV show, but I did see the first episode, and I like.
I've heard
I
it's not
saw.
bad. Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
they're
I think
renewing it for
I think
another
it-
season.
Yeah,
Really? Oh.
yeah. The lead was good in it. Mackie or
Anthony
whatever.
Mackie.
Yep, Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
He's great.
It was good. The comedic writing was not that bad for a first season for a new character and see what works
Right.
and what sticks. But
And and Samoa Joe as the body of Sweet Tooth, but Will Arnett as the voice is interesting.
is that what
That's
they
fun.
did there?
Yes, Samoa Joe's the body of Sweet Tooth, but Will Arnett voices him. So that's
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's cool to see like Last of Us, Twisted Metal, and Fallout all
Mhm.
have
Hey.
like watchable
Having a glow up.
I know. I still
know.
gotta watch Last of Us
adaptations.
season 2. I really like the first season, but just a lot of good TV to watch right now.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff
Well,
to
good
catch
games
up
to
on.
Because
play
home-
too. It's
A lot
a
of
big
good,
year.
a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, take us home there, Eric.
All right. Well, if you want to, throw us some suggestions for games that you like to play with your kids, you can join the Nomads of Fantasy Discord, the nomadsoffantasy.com/Discord.
We're there every day,
yep.
chatting it up.
That's
Just
right.
shooting the shit with everybody. Honestly, it's a great chill spot on the internet
That's
about
right.
movies and games. And
You need some respite from the rest of the internet? Yeah, come join us. Come hang out. Nomadsoffantasy.com.
focus mostly on the positive things too. I mean, there's some
yeah.
complaining. I might find something I might complain about, but overall, we're just like kind of sharing, like, hey, if you don't like it, just don't comment on it. But like everyone else is just like, hey, I saw this, I like this, or I've never seen this, and chime in.
Yep, all of our blueprints experiences, sharing.
God.
Yep, when we've gotten credits and whatnot. Brandon's still working on that.
Oh, I beat that. I got the credits.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Awesome.
Yep.
So
You
now
gotta
we've all
start getting those
officially.
get those Sanctum keys now.
No, I'm not. There's no way I'm going.
No, I uninstalled the game. Like I'll stream it from cloud.
Son of a
At this
bitch.
point.
Yeah, I might check back in on it here and there, but I'm not compelled to really go for any of the crazy stuff. But we'll see.
I'll be there for the DLC though.
There's no DLC.
I can't imagine there'd be DLC.
So they're putting out a
Arcade
patch.
machine is going to have
Putting out a
DLC
patch, and
through
that's it. Well, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe. You gonna go back?
whatever. Topic to bring into the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, yeah, nomadsoffantasy.com/Discord, nomadsoffantasy.com for all your Nomads needs, youtube.com/@nomadsoffantasy, the video versions of everything. But yeah, I think that'll about bring us home for this episode 150.
Mom's pulled up in the driveway. Everybody,
150.
turn the
Fuck
Xbox
yeah.
off.
Right.
Put the controllers away.
Put your dick away. So
Well,
until next time, safe travels. As always, sorry. Safe travels, nomads.
I wasn't gonna travel safe until you told me to.
Put your dick away.